forget to subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Well, here we are, Sharon, another Monday night live stream. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday, everybody.
Saying good evening, everyone, but I guess it's
It's not Monday, is it?
Afternoon.
It is nowhere near Monday right now. You know how I know it's not Monday night, Sharon? Because next to us is a huge window that's open, and it's like blinding me right now. I'm not used to doing this live stream during the day. It's the craziest thing. And, you know, it takes me 4 or 5 hours to get ready for the show, you know, makeup and hair and everything. So it's just taking a while. But we're here. We're live. And thank you for the folks that are able to join us on a very weird Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, we're just
How do you like it,
mixing
Sharon?
it up a little bit. I don't know, not real recently, but we have in the past had some people ask us why, if we ever go live on the weekends or any other times, because they can never make Monday night. So since we kind of are going to have a little bit of a crazy summer schedule, we thought we'd just mix it up this summer anyways, and that way we can probably go live a little bit more overall if we do a few different days.
I think you're absolutely right. And a big welcome to the moderator team, the nail, the hammer and the nail, Leanne Franciscone, nautical nurse Nancy. I think Nancy just said she's on the way taking Anthony to the airport. So that's kind of exciting. Anthony's flying out of town. He's got a lot of activity going on. I know he's got some new things on the horizon. So good luck to you, my friend. We hope everything goes as great as you want it to. And that means Nancy's going to be left at home of her own devices or vices. I don't know what that means, but Nancy, have a blast. Don't party too hard while Anthony's gone. Okay. The kids will keep an eye on you.
Oh, gosh.
And Leanne Franciscone, what is she up to right now?
I think she's pretty busy getting ready to move.
She is getting very ready to move. We'll let her tell the story in the chat if she wants to, but she has a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon as well. And there's just a lot of excitement going on all around with Team Sharonatsea Travel. So it's super cool. But this whole Saturday day thing, it's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to just pretend it's nighttime and and nobody will even know the difference?
I don't know. I think we know the difference.
We do know the difference. All right, we do. Thanks everybody that joined us here. I know it'll be a lot less than the usual thing, but you know what? Hey, that's okay. Folks can watch it later as well, and come on in and have a good time after the fact. So looks like cheers to Jose Lara. He got the party started early today. He thought it was Monday and started drinking a few hours ago. So keep an eye on him. Make sure that he's behaving. And and Wendy Johnson says to Nancy, don't eat too much chocolate while Anthony's gone. But there you have it. All right, Sharon, what do we have lined up today? We have a little bit of an itinerary. We've got some stuff to do. First off, we do want to not so much apologize, but say we're sorry that last weekend didn't pan out, right?
Oh yeah, I know. It was crazy around our house last week, and I don't even know what to say. Things are still not totally settled from everything, but hopefully soon they will be. But for anybody that haven't been following along, we had a huge main water pipe break in front of our house in the street, and our cars got flooded out. Just water everywhere, all over the street, just a mess in our front yard, and everything's been getting cleaned up, and cars are getting checked out, and we'll hopefully know soon whether my car is going to be like totaled or it's going to be fixable. So hopefully
we'll see what happens. Our fingers are crossed.
Hopefully by Monday or Tuesday we'll know.
Well, you know, it was last weekend. Yeah, we were supposed to have the big meetup, and it was Final Four weekend, right? So it was insane over there where the stadium is, where the Westgate Plaza is, which is where we always go for the meetup. But we figured, you know what? Who cares if there's a party going on? We can move right into the middle of that party and be part of the party. And we know that all the people that join us there, they love to get crazy. So, you know, hitting elbows around and being keister to keister in a crowd, that's nothing new for us. We could do that. And then we found out from Jamie Wilhite that she took a ride up there. Unfortunately, she missed the notice, and she was in town anyway. Thank God she was in town and didn't come all the way up from Tucson for it. But she went by and she said, oh my God, it was insane. You couldn't find a parking spot, and parking was like $50 a person.
Yeah.
We didn't realize they were going to be ripping people off for $50 a parking spot. So maybe it's all for the best that all happened. Kimberly Baker said the water main break looked like Jimmy the morning after a long night of drinking. Oh my God, it was crazy. Listen, I know a lot of people are like, Wow. A water main break. Big deal. What happened? Did the tires of your car get wet or something like that, Sharon at Sea? And I'm here to tell you that it was a little bit more than that. Just in case you haven't seen it, just in case you're not following along, if you're not in the Facebook group or whatever, this is what we were dealing with.
All right, here's the update. It's been, I don't know, it's been at least 30 minutes this thing's been going on. 911's been called a few times. They're waiting for Liberty Water to just turn this off. I don't know if they can't reach
That's
someone.
Right, guys. That's right in front of our house. You see the cars there? Those are our cars in our driveway.
If you can zoom in, you can see the rocks.
Look at the size of the rocks there on the ground. Those were shooting out and hitting our cars. It was unbelievable. Shooting on the cars. Again, so
the one
yes,
car's
that's
got
what
its
we were
whole back
dealing with
window
just
blown
about
out.
2
I don't know how the
days
windows
before
are on the
last weekend.
other car that's facing away
so
from us.
that was.
I don't want to go over there because I don't want to get smashed in the head with a rock. It's too late to try to move the vehicles because who knows what's going on.
Of course, here's the aftermath, right? Look at the hole. They had to dig that hole down there. Yes, that is our poor yard right in front of you that you're seeing there. So that took a beating. Look at the size of the rocks and I mean, there wasn't pebbles. These were major rocks. Some of those were the size of a small fist. And those things were pelting our house, our cars, and everything like that. It was unbelievable. And here's the saddest view of all. That's the back seat of Sharon's car after the fact. That is the back seat. The booster chair really lends a tear to the whole story. It makes it a little sad, but it was just devastated. So that is, yes, that's what we dealt with. That's why we had to cancel. So for those of you that missed it or that had made plans that got changed, Wendy and Roger Johnstone drove in. Luckily, they had family here. So for that, we do apologize, and we are sorry for any inconvenience. And that's what was going on. So yes, people are like, "Whoa, oh no, oh my God, yes." So far, my mother-in-law's car has been deemed a total loss. A total loss. An amazing car that she bought brand new with only 43,000 miles. A total loss.
Well,
Sharon's car.
Yeah, it didn't have that when she.
Well, yeah, she bought it brand new.
Yeah.
It only had 40. If she bought it brand new, it was 2016.
Yeah.
Only had 43,000 miles, mint condition.
Yeah.
And she gone. And Sharon's car, who knows?
We'll see.
My car just has some paint damage and a window, and that ought to all get fixed. But you know, it is what it is, and that was tough. Diane Carlson said that's painful to see. That was some good damage, right, Jose? He knows it. Jose, you probably got some of the water. Probably made it all the way down into your place in Tucson. So with the electronics, they are probably totaled. I think it has to get 70% of the worth. Yeah, that's about what has been the case so far. So we'll see what happens. It was just wild. It was crazy. And but hey, you know what? That's all behind us now, and we are looking forward to Sharon.
Yeah.
What are we looking forward to right now?
Well, we're looking forward to a summer of cruising.
That's right. We've been doing a lot of planning for some of the cruising. Next, what's our next cruise coming up?
We will be on the Firenze in just a couple weeks coming up, and then in June we'll be on the Prima again.
Yes, back to the Norwegian Prima, but this time we won't be leaving out of Miami, will we?
No, we will be leaving out of Southampton.
Southampton.
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of planning for that summer adventure because there's a lot of. I think there's seven or 8 ports we're going to be visiting, and so we had to researching what to do, excursions and things for all of those ports, and all the pre-cruise, post-cruise, different travel we're doing. You know, we're actually driving once again this summer to Minnesota, and then on to flying to New York to go on to fly over to London. So this time we're actually renting a car, and not necessarily because of the car issues on this. It was mainly because we're actually taking our dog with us as well, and we just needed more room. So we are renting a minivan and driving there, and then renting one.
We're rolling in a minivan from Arizona to Minnesota next time. It's going to be awesome.
But speaking of that, though, we did have to. We were going to drive over to Long Beach for our Firenze cruise. One thing we enjoy is that we don't have to book flights and pay for flights when we go out of Long Beach.
Oh, yeah.
That's always nice because everywhere we cruise, we always have to have flights. But this time, last weekend, I had to quickly, last minute, book some flights over to Long Beach for our cruise because our cars aren't going to be ready or even suitable, whatever, to drive over there.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen.
So yeah, and we thought about renting a car, but it's then we would have to park it at the port and pay for that. So it was actually, I think it ended up being cheaper to fly over.
Now, one lucky thing with regards to the cars, Matthew has his car. He has his own car. His car was not damaged.
Well,
he had
it
actually
got
parked
moved
on the
in time.
road.
Yeah.
He was parked on the road when it all happened in front of the house. So he ran out there to go ahead and he hopped in and just backed it up a couple houses. So he came out scot clear. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
That kid, all the luck. He didn't have a ding, a dent, or anything on his car. We took the brunt of it. But yeah, the Firenze I'm super stoked about. It's going to be a great time. Hey, a reminder for everybody in the chat, if you're out there, if you have any questions about cruising, our cruises, or anything like that, just post it in there. Post it right in the chat. Make a comment that you got a question. Start it with the word question in capitals or something like that so we can make sure that we don't miss it. If we do miss it, repeat it again because we love to answer your questions and do that. Crazy Cat Travelers, thank you so much.
I see that.
For Sharon.
Mental health.
Oh, my God.
Seeing her. She said cat, but I don't know if that was meant. I know she means car, but she likes cats too. So
yeah, she just types cat every time that she goes to
hugs, get a cocktail. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Crazy Cat Traveler. That is so sweet of you. That is fantastic.
I know. I'm kind of over it now. I was a little at first I wasn't upset. Then I got pretty upset when I thought my car might be gone, and because I loved my car. I just paid it off not long ago, so. I was a little upset. Well, so we'll see. I don't want to harp too much on the whole car thing, but the whole weirdness of it before we jump out of this into the next topic is that we came outside. A guy knocked on the door and said, "Hey, there's a pipe leak here. It's flooding out here, just so you guys know." And as he knocked, it turned from a little bubbling flood where there was just water throughout the street. And that's when the pipe exploded to go to the size that you guys saw in that video clip right there. And we were like, oh my God. And in the video, we have ring video from our house where you can actually hear the rocks and stuff. But when we walked out there, we stood there a minute and I was thinking, well, why don't I just move the cars out of the driveway, right? And no big deal. And a lot of people said that. But number one, rocks and stones were flying out of the water. Yeah, so you can see that the hole was getting bigger.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to get smashed in the head with rocks. And we were afraid that there could be a whole, and I said this in the video, that there could be like a sinkhole. We didn't know what was going on. I didn't want to back a car to the driveway and have it go boom and fall into a sinkhole.
The hole was small, but you could see as the water was shooting up as we were standing out in the yard watching, it was getting
oh my God, it got bigger and bigger and bigger.
And it took them like over an hour to get there, the water company to even get there, to shut the water off. And then it took them like another probably 45 minutes to get it all shut down.
Get it all the way. Yes, they took it from a geyser to a bubble, and then they got it.
The whole neighborhood was out there watching the whole thing.
The cops were out in front of the house. It was wild and crazy. It was wild. But and so so we're sitting there thinking, do we move it? Do we not move it? And it wasn't until about 20 minutes in that we realized that one of the cars had the window broken out of the back. And then I was thinking, uh-oh. And Sharon's like, okay, her car seemed to look good. The back window was still intact. But then as we got a closer look, we saw that her window was knocked out. Then a closer look, I saw that my window was knocked out. Then multiple windows were knocked out. It was unbelievable. And that water was just flooding the heck out of the vehicle. So it was a nightmare. It's over now. And,
it's over. We're moving on.
We'll be okay.
We will.
We will survive. We will move forward on it. We've dealt with cruise ships breaking down, flights getting canceled while we're sitting at the gate, and now floods. But it is what it is. We will persevere, and we will get on the Firenze and enjoy the heck out of it regardless, because that is what we do. Yeah. All right, Sharon, what else have we got lined up? One thing that I want to make sure that we mention, I saw somebody mention it already in the chat, that we do have some exciting stuff coming up here. We want to make sure everybody's aware of the group cruises that we have going on. And we don't see a lot of you guys on a Saturday, so it's a great time to remind you that if you want to join us and a lot of amazing, I almost said outstanding. I said outstanding and amazing at the same time. Amazing, outstanding people. You should come join us because we are going to be doing a little bit of, let's see, where do I have it here? All right, first off, we have got an amazing cruise going on. We are teaming up with, collaborating with our good friends Brian and Julie from the How We Cruise YouTube channel. And we are co-hosting together this awesome cruise on the Carnival Sunrise going on July 12 to 17, 2025. Mm-hmm. Sharon, are you pumped up about that?
I am.
That's going to be fantastic. That is going to be fantastic. And Nassau, Half Moon Cay, Grand Turk, we're going to have a blast. It's going to be great for all ages. That's why we call it the Family and Friends Fun for All Ages Cruise. Kids, adults, the whole 9 yards. Make sure that you contact either one of us. Either howwecruise@gmail.com. You can reach those guys. or you can contact Sharon here at sharonatsea@gmail.com. So make sure you check that out. And I don't know, a couple months later, if you're not done partying for 2025, boom, Sharon, what do you got there?
Oh, that is another group cruise. The girls just want to have fun group cruise. Me and Nancy, Nautical Nurse Nancy, are teaming up for this one. Again, it's why it's the group cruise, kind of round 2 or whatever we want to call it, group cruise 2, on the Carnival Freedom, October 16th through the 20th, a 4-night cruise from Port Canaveral, and we're going to go to Half Moon Cay and the new Celebration Key.
Oh my God, Celebration Key, the brand new port.
So that's going to be exciting because those ports they're both kind of, I don't know, I want to call them more like chill, fun ports. So all of us ladies can just kind of hang out together and just have a good time. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right. October 16th to 2025. What is, so the Carnival Freedom, should people bring their own fire extinguisher on that cruise?
I know.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah.
Did you and Nancy get together and say, what's the highest risk cruise ship we can get on with the most chance to catch on fire? And you're both like, Carnival Freedom, let's do it.
We're like, we need some excitement, right, Nancy?
Boy, oh boy, you girls, I'm telling you what, I'm telling you. No, I know that you guys were talking for hours trying to nail down what's the best thing for everybody. And
it's hard because there were only, so many options with doing like a 4-night cruise. And so there you go. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope a lot of the ladies from last time can join us because we had so much fun, and some new ones can join us as well. There's already quite a few people booked, and hopefully there'll be even more.
There you go.
Be fun.
There you go. A couple comments I'm seeing here. Shanna Reed said, even with the damage, it was wise to not try to move the cars. Thank you very much. Winnie Ayers says, good evening from London. Nice to be able to catch a live stream.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're like on a whole different...
Oh my God! Good evening to you, Winnie Ayers, and we hope everything's going good in London. We can't wait to see you. Well, no, we're going to see you, but we're going to see London in the next couple months, so that'll be fantastic. Let's see. Kim Rubecker says, I so wish I could go on that one, but no. The evil queen has to go to Disney for her 50th birthday. Kevin, you keep calling your amazing, lovely wife, Julie, the evil queen, and it's going to catch up with you one day, my friend. It's going to catch up with you. All right, hold on. Let me jump ahead in the chat.
And Wendy, I see Wendy's in there somewhere, Wendy Johnstone. I did see your emails earlier. I will be getting back to you this afternoon.
Kevin said, should Matthew change his name to Scott Free? Yeah, sort of. That's his deal now.
Oh my God.
Cruise Shoes, what about Matthew? I just joined. I've seen all the comments. What did I miss? Did he change his name? No, Matthew did not change his name, Cruise Shoes.
No.
We were talking about our vehicles and the flood that we had, and that Matthew's car was the only one that got out scot-free. That's what we were talking about.
Matthew would never change his name.
Afterwards, you can go back and watch the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and you'll see everything we talked about. So there you go.
I saw Julie Amos. Call me whenever, Julie. I will be around all afternoon today and all day tomorrow this weekend. So I should be.
Listen, you better take her call because from what I understand, Julie Amos is very upset with you.
I know. She's very upset. Sorry, we planned it.
She's very upset.
We just
Julie has a schedule that needs to be adhered to.
We had to plan it around a week that would work for me and Nancy, of course. And with other things going on, that was kind of like the only time that worked for both of us. So
listen, Julie, 45 minutes after the whole thing, Sharon's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. Oh my God, I love Julie so much. I don't want her to be mad. It was the only thing we could do. And I'm like, it's okay. Julie's a big girl. She'll understand. So hopefully you girls can get that ironed out.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and also it's been kind of crazy because we had, after all that water damage fiasco, we had the internet was kind of down for like almost a day here. And then for like at least 2 to 3 days after, it was like hit and miss. It was kind of in and out until we had someone come out and look at it and get it all fixed.
Well, the water slammed into the box on the side of the house that houses all the stuff for like, all the phone stuff, all the phone equipment, everything knocked it out, and it flooded some of the electrical stuff in there.
So the landline was down, which is where I get all my messages about cruises from people, and so I was having to check my messages from my cell phone, and I was kind of limited on what I could do. So I got kind of behind a little bit there, but I'm all caught up. But I will be around all weekend.
There you go. Jennifer Chatelaine, what's up? She says, I just got to join my girls this time. Richard Van Den Aaron says, sounds like a good idea. Fire extinguisher. It's BYOFE, guys, on this particular cruise. We'll put that in the posting for the future. Pam Humpertzoomian, hello. How are the Humpertzoomians? Still, to this day, my favorite last name to say on the live stream. Hope it's going good. She said, thanks, Sharon, for all your help with our recent booking.
Oh, you are welcome.
Very nice, very nice. That's right. Sharon is a top level performer with her travel company, aren't you?
Oh my gosh.
Sharon, you made the top 2,000 agents again this month, didn't you?
1,000.
Okay, I didn't want to say it was the top
like
50, but still, I wanted
5,000
to
that
brag
work
for
there,
you.
I think. I don't know how many, but a lot.
Brandolene94 said, Sharon, I just emailed you. I forgot to follow up on the girls' cruise email, LOL. All right, so she's got that working, so that'll be good. And who knows, we're even going to see if we can get maybe Team SAS will be there again this time. We'll see if we can get Leanne there. We know it should be a shorter drive for Leanne, so we'll see if we can. Julie says, Sharon, I forgive you. Oh, perfect. Everything's going to be okay.
Julie.
The friendship is still intact. All right, good. That's good. That's good. You got to watch out for that stuff. Hello from Celebrity Beyond, New Jersey Cruiser, NJ Cruiser. What's up? Hope you're enjoying the heck out of that ship. We can't wait to get onto a celebrity and a princess ship.
Yeah.
Princess first, and hopefully
Yeah.
celebrity next year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sharon, do you get a day off? Taking calls tomorrow. Richard, yes, she doesn't have a day off.
Not many. When I'm on a cruise, I'm somewhat off, and a lot of times on the weekends, if it's like if we're doing something, then I'm kind of off. But I do check my emails on the weekends. If it's something that can wait, then sometimes it'll wait till Monday. But a lot of times I'll respond back because it'll play on my brain, and I'll be like, oh my gosh. Let me just email them back really quick.
Listen, I gotta let me give you some credit.
But I
where
do
credit's
check
due.
my emails on the weekends too. But I'm not constantly like have my emails up. Like Monday through Friday, I'm sitting at my desk a lot of the time, and when an email pops in, like even though I'm working on a bunch of other emails, I see when a new one pops in, so I can quickly see if it's something urgent or not urgent, or and kind of multitasking.
Sharon, what kind of BS are you throwing out there? At 48 weeks a year out of 52, you were available 24/7 virtually.
I'm
almost
not.
practically.
Well, no, I do sleep at night.
Okay, you were available 18/7. How's that sound? But then the other couple weeks, and the funny thing is, I remember one person got so mad because she had messaged you while you were on a cruise, and you messaged her back and said, hey, I'm on a cruise right now. If it's okay, give me a few days and I'll be back and get you taken care of. And this person was so mad, and they said, well, if you're going to run a business, you need to make sure there's someone handling things for you when you're not available.
I'm like, well, I am available, but
Sharon's
it
like,
just
whoa,
depends
whoa,
on what
whoa,
you need.
whoa, time out, sister. Hold your horses.
That.
So give her a minute if she's on a cruise. Otherwise, it'll be just like that. Crazy Cat Traveler said, I always hesitate to call. It'd be my luck I call right when Sharon's eating lunch. That's the worst thing to do. This is her business. It's her livelihood.
Most of the time when people call me, a lot of times they have to leave a message, and I have to call them right back anyways, because like probably 80% of the time I'm on the phone when people call me because I'm talking to someone else, because it's like a constant thing. So, but I usually try to call people back pretty quickly.
Great question by Jennifer. No, Jennifer. So Jennifer says, "Are you guys really taking the puppy on the ship? If so, what are the requirements?"
No,
we're
not.
not.
On the
But
ship.
but what we do is that because we have our dog Lucy, and we don't
We don't want to leave her that
she
long.
would not do well if we send her to a boarding place, and we don't want to leave her. So we take her to Minnesota. I know it's a little out of the way for dog boarding, but we go up there and visit family, right? We take the opportunity.
Yeah, then we get to visit family.
Yeah.
We leave her there because they have a dog that she loves to play with.
They got a big yard, and it worked out great.
The family that lives there, the daughter that lives there, is the one that actually got the dog for us as a gift a few Christmases back.
Mm-hmm.
And she always, Lucy, our dog, always remembers them, and she loves going there. So
It just works out well.
So it just works out well for everyone. We don't have to worry about our dog, and then we get to see family. So it's just
and we drive because it's cheaper, right, to drive there versus getting a bunch of flights.
I would not
and-
fly with Lucy. Lucy's
Yeah.
too big of a dog to fly. She would freak out. She would
Oh
not be
God,
able to
yeah,
fly.
she's not good with that. So anyway, and so that's the deal. And she freaks out when we leave sometimes. So
Yeah,
if we
she
can put her
does.
somewhere, it just works out
She
better.
does.
For everybody.
She'll like do crazy things if we.
Yeah, she'll tear up the closet and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, she's
Literally, I'm not kidding around
Yeah.
when I say that.
yeah.
So anyway, so that's what she does. So So that answers your question, Jennifer. I wish we could take her on the ship, but I am afraid that I don't think that would go over too well. That would not go over too well. All right, so Sharon, what else do we have going on here? The Firenze is right around the corner. Well, I will tell you this. I've seen some of the videos for the Carnival Venezia, and seeing the difference, like the Firenze and the Venezia are the same as the Vista class ships. So if you've been on the Vista, the Horizon, the Panorama, am I missing one?
No.
If you've been on one of those ships, then the Venezia and the Firenze, they came over from Costa Cruise Lines, Carnival's sister company, and the build of them, the basic body of these ships and the layout is exactly the same, but the decor is very much different in a lot of places, and that's one of the things that we're looking forward to, getting on a Carnival ship, but not having the full Carnival feel that we've seen
it'll be a
quite
little
often.
different. Yeah.
So I think that's going to be super, super cool. Everything from the Lido deck to the restaurants to the layout of the area above the Lido deck, the bars, the atrium area is going to be slightly different. I mean, it's just going to be wild. And we're excited because a lot of our friends are going to be on that cruise with us. It's not an official group cruise, okay? But a lot of people we know are going to be there, so that's super cool to hang out and see them. And then we mentioned Europe a little bit. That is kind of a group cruise. And so there's about, 8 or 10 other couples or whatever, some families that are going to be going to. So it's just going to be a great time for everybody. We're going to have a blast.
I think we have seven cabins with ours included.
Yes.
So it's small. So it's going to be really nice. It's just going to be small, intimate, and we're going to be exploring Europe together. Some of us, and some of us will be doing our own thing in some of the ports. But I set up some excursions over there with a company. So several of the ports, there's some excursions we have set up so that we're doing together.
Yes, that is correct. Let's see what else. Let me just, before we get into the big topic of the day, because we're going to talk about it, be ready with your comments and your information, because we're going to talk about how long have you been cruising for. So we'll get into that in a minute, but a couple other comments. Jose Lara saying Sharon does a great job. If she doesn't answer, if she doesn't answer, I leave a message. I send an email and boom, situation handled.
Yeah, that's why I tell people the quickest way to get a response from me really is by email, because you can leave a phone message and I will get that pretty quickly. But sometimes I don't check the messages every 5 minutes, but I will check them every couple hours or so and get any new messages. But the emails, I see them come in right away.
Yes. Stephanie Davey just said in the comments out of nowhere, Gracie, my chocolate lab, just got the entire rotisserie chicken off the counter.
Oh my God.
Is that hold on? Are we to blame for that? Are you busy watching the live stream and your dog is eating rotisserie chicken? Get the bones out of there for crying. If it's a rotisserie chicken, at least get like the whole, like the spine part. Get that dog to the vet for crying out loud.
That's something that our dog would do. Ooh. Gosh, I hope she's okay.
Let's see. Yes, Nancy Field saying that she's got Discovery Princess followed up by Firenze a couple days later. Linda Land said, I usually email Sharon and get things arranged and then make the call for the payment. Sharon's always so lovely and doesn't yell at me when I make weird requests. Well, it's because she's used to a lot of my weird requests, Linda Land, so that's it. Oh my God, Scott McNeil's meeting Larry and Elaine Thomas in Barcelona next week for the cruise on the Glory.
Nice.
Dude, that'll be awesome. Scott's been doing some amazing cruising as well, and he's just loving it. He's a solo cruising dude. He just goes out and sees the world. That is awesome. So cool. Richard Van Den Aaron says, Nautical Nurse Nancy, you're not kidding about the response time from Sharon. Missy Gray will be on the Panorama in 2026 out of Long Beach. You'll have a great time. We love the Panorama. We love it. Yes, Crazy Cat Driver says, you make weird requests, Linda Land? She does. Like, she's like, can I get somebody to come sing me a lullaby to get to bed? Is that available?
She likes her aft-facing balconies.
That she does. She's a big aft girl, if you know what I'm talking about. JR, hello, Jamie and Sharon from JR from last year's group cruise. What is up, JR? Man, great to see you. Great to hear from you. Hope we get to see you again. What a great dude. You know, we have the luck that we have with the people that we cruise with on these group cruises. I don't know what we've done to deserve it. I can only think of one situation in all of our group cruises that was a hot mess, and everything else has been great, and every person is so amazing. And here's an example of just another dude, JR, cruising on his own. We meet him on the group cruise. Next thing you know, Matthew and I are sitting there watching football with the dude. We're having a great time. It was just fabulous. Meeting people, conversing with them, the nicest people. They love cruising. I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah,
So,
we
JR,
made
we
so
hope
many
you're
good
doing good, brother.
friends cruising. It's been great.
Yes, I think we were watching. What were we watching? I think we were watching college football. We were watching maybe the Alabama game. I think it was. It was awesome. So great to see you, buddy. Big G and Snuggles. Speaking of people we met cruising who are
Yeah.
amazing, these guys, we've cruised on them twice. They live in New Zealand,
Yeah.
for crying out loud. Cruise, are you a newbie cruiser or an old sea dog? Did your ship run on fuel or coal? Newbie is less than 20 years. Old sea dog is more than 40 years. You're not wrong about that, guys. But what a lovely couple. Those guys are fantastic. Big G and
Yeah.
Snuggles.
I hope you guys are doing great over there.
Kim Brubaker says he's thought about a cruise, and Sharon emails him before he can even get an email to her. She can read minds, is what he's trying to say. Headed out on Royal Caribbean's Voyage of the Seas at Galveston next week. JR, have a great time, bro. I know you'll have a great time anyway, so enjoy yourself. I know you'll be chatting it up with folks, sitting at the bar and having a great time. There'll be Carla McClendon will be on the Vista this time next week. Carla, that's fantastic. Do you listen? Is that something where do they recognize you? Like, is that out of Port Canaveral? Do they recognize you as one of the high end, kind of the big wigs with Carnival there? I don't know if you guys know this, but Carla McClendon's a big wig with Carnival.
Yeah.
Just she runs Port Canaveral is what she does. It's
Enjoy the
unbelievable.
Vista.
Yes, Linda says I like big apps and I cannot lie. How long is the drive to Galveston for you guys? Kevin, if we drive to Galveston,
It's about 18 hours.
yes. It depends who's driving. If it's me, it's about 16. If it's Sharon, it's more like 20. But whatever.
We've driven it before, and we drove it straight. We didn't even stop. So that was brutal.
Yes. Caleb, great comment. Caleb from Cruising the World Travel says this is odd, the live stream on a Saturday, but hey, you're right about that, man. We just want to mix it up a little bit. I know there's a lot less people here, but it's still cool, and we love seeing you guys. Wendy says, I want to hear about the hot mess. No, we can't give any details.
Okay, got to come out on the next group cruise
That's
to
right.
hear all the.
Yeah, you get a drink or two, we'll tell you about it. It was unbelievable. I don't think I still have
It
any
wasn't
of
anything
the
bad.
mess. Oh, it was it wasn't us.
It wasn't us,
No.
but it was just a situation.
Yeah, there were a few people in the loop on it, and it was
Yeah,
it was
the people that were
unfortunate.
on that
It was
cruise
unfortunate.
knew about it, but
Bill says, "Hi kids, sorry I'm late. What did I miss?" All right, let's start it over again, everybody. All right, hey, what's up? Welcome to the live stream on a Saturday. Sharon, how are you doing today? Bill, you just gonna have to go back and watch it. We talked a little bit about cruising, a little bit about floods, a little bit about get-togethers, and did I miss anything else? And we talked about how great a person JR was.
Karina Elizabeth Holder said, I've been cruising since 1988, and my first 3 cruises were on the SS Norway, the original NCL flagship.
Oh my God, that is super cool, Macrina.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Hoping one day to cruise with Sharon at Sea. Says Pam S. It's not that hard to do, Pam. It's not that hard to do. I mean, we're fairly regular out there. Wendy said, be prepared for me to ask for some elaboration on the hot mess.
Oh, okay.
We'll share it with you, but it has to just make Sharon said it has to be at the bar. 105 days till our next cruise on Celebration. Thank you, Sharon. Said Linda D.
Nice. Yep.
Linda, that'll be
Celebration is a great ship. You're gonna love it.
All right, so
what?
my gosh.
Oh,
Sharon,
sorry.
Did I say something wrong?
No,
just
you
kicked me in the
didn't.
shin.
No, I didn't. I crossed my legs and it hit you.
That's how it works over here, guys. When I go off topic or I talk too much or I say something wrong, there's a lot of punching under the table.
I actually didn't mean that.
You guys don't get. I don't think they get to see it. Let me see. Yeah, so you guys only see from here down, which is here on it. There's a lot of stuff. There's kicks and stuff like that that go on. It's very violent here under the table. I'm just gonna leave it there. Insert your own comments. It's out of Port Canaveral, Jamie said. Carla, see, there you go. So she's gonna be. Carla, you're probably gonna be you're gonna be boarding people for it, and then they'll close down the boarding area, and then you'll just walk on the ship, and you'll be the last one. You'll be like, okay, I'm here. The party can start. It's time to go now. No, we hope you have a great time. I don't know if you're going with friends or family, or your daughter or what. So have a blast. Have a blast. Let's see, what else do we have? So Sharon, we were talking earlier about, every time we do a live stream, we say, what do you want to talk about this week? Anything particular? And I had mentioned how in a recent video, I drew on some of the memories we had from when we began cruising and how long we've been cruising. And it's so funny because we see a lot of people in the community that have been cruising forever. And we always say that I feel like we have some of the wisest people that cruise often with a lot of longevity in the cruising community that happen to follow the channel. It's such a unique thing. As we sit here with looking at the screen, we get random questions every once in a while. We watch other live streams and it's just question. It's just a matter of how many newbies versus how many experienced cruisers are and stuff. So we start saying, well, our people in our group have cruised a lot. People that we know have a long time cruising. But then we see people that are like, yeah, no, I have never cruised before. We're like, how have you never cruised? And are you so into the community without ever cruising before?
Yeah.
So it's very cool. Those aren't kicks; those are course corrections. Thank you very much. So that's something that we want to talk about and find out from you guys. So let us know in the chat. We'll try to read through some of them. You know, how long have you been cruising? What was your first cruise? Maybe what age was your first cruise or something like that? And let's talk more about that. Let me get in here. I see Dixie Snipes says only 9 cruises, but that's more time at sea as a civilian than I had when I was in the Navy. See, there you go. Very cool. Very cool. Julie Faulkner said, question does, I don't know, maybe just the writing's a little
will
bit.
You have a wonderful seafood spread for sailing? Oh, for the Firenze, probably she's talking about. Well, I don't know. I mean, there was a nice seafood spread on Icon of the Seas. To be honest, I do not expect that on Carnival Firenze. I have never seen them really do a huge seafood spread for Embarkation Day before.
Amazon's here, Sharon.
I know. We have a big Amazon haul coming today.
The dog just started going crazy.
So I'm not expecting it, but hey, maybe we'll get lucky.
I do remember when we were on the Encore for the first time.
They had
an amazing seafood spread.
Yeah,
it was actually more seafood than the Icon.
Yeah.
If I think back.
I just don't. Carnival just doesn't seem to really do that. I don't know.
Carla corrected me. She said, I'm not working that day, Jamie. Good. You have all the fun in the world. You deserve it. We love you, Carla.
JR said, thank you, Sharon, for booking my NCL Aqua 2025. Sorry, it won't be on the group cruise. I know. That group cruise is just, it's pricey being New Year's Eve and a new ship. But I'm glad you're at least getting on the Aqua and you're going to have a great time.
Stephanie Davey has a question. Does anyone know if that, she said Haven, but I think she means Havana area on the Carnival Horizon can get loud? Is it like a regular pool deck? Stephanie, the back area for the Havana will be quiet. Well, unless you have some extremely unique group of people that just are totally unexpected, that are there to get crazy. Yeah. But no, that whole area in the back of the Havana will be very quiet. You'll have plenty of space, plenty of room.
I mean, if you're talking about that's the pool deck, I think is what you're talking about. Because the inside, at night, they have some bands playing, which can be a little loud around, like you can hear it kind of around to the cabins. Yeah. But that calms down before most people go to bed.
Yeah, so you ought to be fine. Bonnie Ben says, we've had the same house pet sitter for 12 years. We have to book our cruises around his schedule.
Yeah, some people do that.
I know, the Johnstones are like that too. Yeah. They have to put a lot of work into the dog schedule.
Those pet sitters got a good business going on.
I know, maybe that's something I should be looking into. Hold on, I got a little bit behind in the comments here, so let me try to catch up a little bit. All right, I'm checking by time, and I apologize. Because we have all this light in the room, it's very hard to read the screen. So if you see me like this,
I can see it okay. I think it's a little more glary on your side.
When I do this, I feel like a sketch, you know. Hey, brother, Tuesday.
Oh my God. Oh my
Special teams, special players, special plays. I'm not sure anyone knows what I just did there, but if you do, let me know in the chat. We can be best
wants
friends.
to know if the Breeze is still my favorite ship.
Yes.
I say yes. Wow, that's a hard one. It kind of is, but only because the size and the layout of it, I guess. You know, I'm not really putting like entertainment and like the food and all those other things into consideration. So the Breeze for size and what's on it and things like that, I will say that is still my favorite ship.
There you go. Shannon
not
Reed
my
says,
favorite cruise, but my favorite ship.
Is that Shayna or Shanna? I think it's Shayna. Says, I love the old pictures. Sharon hasn't aged at all. I know, right? That makes me. Well, it's nice. I mean, it's great for me.
I don't think that's true, but thank you.
It's great for me. And people always say, Sharon hasn't aged at all. And Jamie, and then they change the subject, start talking about something else. So I guess there's been a little aging there. And you might find out in a minute. So don't go away because the best part of this live stream is still to come. It is still to come. Jim and Annette Oh my God, Jim and Annette Tallman. What's up, guys? Great to see you here. It's been quite a while. Annette and I first cruised in 1989. It was our 5th anniversary. We sailed on the Old Miracle. That is awesome. Hope you guys are doing well. Very, very lovely to see you. What is it? What is it that Jim always says? You can't catch a fish without a net, or something like that. He always makes a joke about a net.
Without a net, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Christy Biggs says, booked Icon of the Seas for my daughter's graduation. It's only our third cruise, and we're excited. Anything we need to know?
Oh.
Wow.
Gosh, just get on there and make sure you plan all of your shows and everything very early, and so you're able to
like early. Some of them as soon as they open up online, book reservations for shows.
And if
just book it for all of them, so that when you get there, you have a reserved time, so you don't get left out.
And if it gets like 30 days out, and you're not seeing the shows to book yet, call them and see if they're available to book over the phone. And if not, just keep checking. And if you still don't see them a couple weeks before, call them, because what happened on our cruise is they never put the shows up online to book. So we ended up calling and booking them. And then once several people got wind of that and they started calling them, then all of a sudden, a few days later, they showed up online to book.
But what was super cool is once we found out that it was available, we kind of spread the word within our group we were cruising with. And literally everybody, like every night when we went to shows, there was like 12 or 15 people there that we knew all going to the same shows that wanted to go.
So make sure you book the shows early. And if you want to do any specialty dining, book that early as well. Other than that, just get on there, have a good time, see as much as you can, but don't overdo it, because ship's huge and there's so much to see on there, and you probably won't see it.
That's right.
At all.
Julie Falker says, question. Again about the wonderful seafood spread. Yeah, the seafood spread for Icon, I think, is just unique. I think it will continue for a while on the first day of their cruise. And the reality is, and I don't know, this may or may not sound great, but a ship like that is bringing on a ton of seafood, and by offering it on the buffet on the first day of each cruise, it's a way to clear out all of the seafood from the previous cruise and rotate all the seafood to make sure everything's always fresh. I mean, they get shrimp on board, probably that's fresh frozen or whatever, and it's good throughout the week. And then, boom, they throw it out there, they clear it all out, and then they get all the fresh stuff in line. So I think it's a good move for them.
I'll say with the Icon or any of the new Royal ships, people deserve that seafood because the prices are outrageous.
Oh my gosh, they are. Jose Lair says, any last minute people booking the Firenze? I think that's more for the group than just for us. JR said, first cruise on NCL, Southward Cruise 1984. It's gone now. Man, that must have been fantastic. Hubby's Robin Butler said hubby's first cruise was 1981 on the Carnival Festival. Oh boy, that must have been a good one back then, way back in the day. I've been cruising since 2006. Hubby introduced me to cruising for Pam S. Our first cruise together was Norwegian Dawn. Our honeymoon was a cruise too, Princess ship.
Oh, nice.
Joseph Johnson's been cruising since 2003. First cruise was on the Destiny.
Oh,
the old Destiny.
We loved the Destiny before they changed it to the Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
We've been on the Destiny 3 times.
Yes,
it was our the Destiny was our second cruise.
It was our second, and then it was like our fourth or something. It was wild.
Yeah, after we took our first cruise together, then we took all of our daughters on the Destiny. And we had a family cruise on the Destiny.
What else do we have? We are newbies, only 7 cruises since 2019, said Richard Van Den Aren. Richard, say hi to Lori for us, by the way. I don't know if I don't know if you're newbies, but you're definitely not, you don't have a ton of them under your belt, but 7 is a very strong number. 2019, 2020, when we first started cruising, the first couple of years, it was just 1 cruise a year.
Yeah.
And the reason we started cruising back in the day was because I had cruised when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah. And I had always wanted to go on a cruise to the Caribbean. And so we decided it was actually like a honeymoon cruise. We ended up going to the Mexican Riviera, but we did that and we loved it so much that we booked one following year, I guess it was, on the Destiny. And we took everyone. And then we were going to book another one. Then all of a sudden, Matthew came into the picture, so we had to take a year off. And then after that, we started cruising again, and we went every year up until
barely a year off
for maybe 5 years or so. And then we started branching out and cruising a little bit more, and then the whole YouTube thing and everything came about, and then we.
That's right. Mary Barkley, 1992 for us was the original Big Red Boat, Disney. Yeah. Oh my God, Mary! Is that where that picture is?
Yeah,
I should have loaded that picture. It's there with everybody. I have an amazing picture of Mary and Jack with the kids. I mean, it's got to be 50 years old. They look amazing. It's so awesome to see those guys. 32 cruises.
Years old. I don't think it's that old.
Okay, it's not 50 years old.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking of my age, 50 years old. Nancy Fields says, I've been on 32 cruises, one more than Dan. See, she's got Dan beat by one, and I have Do I have you beat by one? I do have you beat by one.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Why? You did the girls' cruise, but then I did that boys' cruise that time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
So we are still...
another year, I'll have you beat by one. I will be even.
Until I take another cruise with the dudes. The dudes cruise. Let's see. What else do we have? Big G, 47 years and 8 years old. Snuggles was less than 20 years. Oh, wow. Big G's been cruising for a while. Snuggles, you got to catch up. You're going to have to leave him behind on a couple of cruises. What else do we have? Let me jump ahead a little bit. And then I'm going to share a little bit more about our first couple of cruises that you're going to like. Shannon Helling says, first cruise 2007 Carnival Inspiration. Now I've been on 27 cruises. I have more booked and looking at the girls group cruise to finally meet Nurse Nancy. That's right. So listen, when you find Sharon, she will introduce you personally to Nurse Nancy. But although, and I can say this, and Nancy knows it's true, it won't be hard to find her. It won't be hard to find her. You will just stand there quietly for a minute, and then you will just hear the sweet, sweet tones of Nautical Nurse Nancy from the distance, and just follow that, and you will go right to wherever she is. I'm not saying Nancy's a little loud on occasion. I'm just saying... All right, that's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. You know I love you, Nancy. Hello from New Hampshire. My first cruise, 1999, says Kate on Carnival Destiny. I was hooked ever since. Been mostly on Carnival, also Royal, Princess, and Disney. My 15-year-old likes Carnival like me. My hubby likes Royal. Oh, Kate, that must make for some tough booking conversations at home about what cruise you're going to be on.
Another person on Destiny. Yeah,
oh, yeah, I know. Carnival Fantasy in 1990 for Julie Falker. That's awesome. Good job, Jamie. Long A and Shayna. Is that what long A means? Long A. Hard A, yes. Okay, Shayna. I got it. I'm all over it now. Nancy's excited to see Wendy. Wendy's going to see Nancy. A lot of people we know are going to be on that Firenze cruise. Yeah. It's going to be a good old time. No, Jim never goes fishing without a net. That's right, Jim. I knew it. My husband worked for Carnival when they first started. He worked on the Carnival and Festival, and he knew Ted Arison, Ted Macrina. Oh, that is very cool. I know one of my prized possessions is a picture Sharon has with Mickey Arison, and it is a great picture, and it's something that we'll hold on to in case we need to use it, to, like, if we need to be like, hey, Sharon knows Mickey Arison. Look, here's a picture of them together. So can you let us in, get us a good seat, get us a good table? The cruise experience in this group is awesome, said Brandon Lee. I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It is crazy. Crazy indeed. James, what happened? That photo keeps attracting our attention as Shaza still looks young today. Well, James, we have no comment for you. I know, right? That's how it is. All right, so listen, let's go back a little bit. We had... before we get into this, I just need to do one more promotion thing, okay? I know we talked a little bit about the group cruises coming up, and those were fantastic. So again, come join us with our friends from How We Cruise, where we collaborate, and then also Sharon and Nautical Nurse Nancy on the girls' cruise. Girls only, no husbands allowed. Don't try to sneak them in. Don't try to book on your own and show up. Don't try to put them in another cabin. Don't do it. You'll be ostracized from the group and never allowed to cruise again.
Oh my gosh.
But we do have some cool other stuff. Have you guys seen this? This is our newest shirt right here, guys. This is our newest shirt. Check this out. You got to have it. Let me zoom it in for you a little bit. That's right. I don't need to drink to have fun, but I always have fun when I drink. Sharonatsea Travel. That's our motto over here.
I think it would look better on like a navy blue or black.
It probably would. I just want to throw a picture up there real quick. But there's two different fonts you can get it in. And it's located in the Spreadshirt store if you want to get some Sharonatsea swag. So you've got that going on. And, of course, if you still remember some of the duck controversy from the other day, we've got a pro duck shirt. Duck around and find out. Don't mess with my ducks. Okay, so if you're a duck lover, you got that. And, of course, if you're not a duck lover, you can always go with... Hang on, this one's a little bit... Let me bring it a little closer here. Sorry, I'm not well prepared for the live stream, Sharon. It says, so, plastic straws are good, but plastic ducks are bad. Got it. That's right. So don't forget to go to Spreadshirt, search Sharon at Sea at Spreadshirt and Google, and you will find everything that you need to get some swag. There's some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
Your cruise, people love that cruise. It's Cruise Day shirt with the rose and margarita.
Yeah.
I like it dirty. Is
link
in
at
there.
bottom
Off the
of
chisel
the
shirt.
videos too. You can just go to this shop.
Oh yeah, you can do that right at the bottom of the
Yeah.
YouTube video. You're so smart.
Yeah, you don't have to Google it.
Or not, yeah, whatever. Google it. Don't
Unless you
Google
want
it.
to.
Do whatever you want. It's up to you. And you don't have to use Google. You can use whatever, DuckDuckGo. I don't know, whatever you want. All right, so listen, Sharon. It's not a time machine, so don't get excited about that. But you'd be shocked at how long we've been recording our experiences cruising. For a long, long time. Our first cruise, I had one of the old school JVC camcorders. You know, you pop the tape in there. The quality was horrendous. But I have got content from our first cruise.
It was great because that's how it,
back then it was the coolest thing in the world.
That's how everyone did it.
Yeah, so I have been recording, broadcasting, whatever you want to call it. I've been documenting our cruising for a long time. And if you got a minute, this is kind of how we began.
We made it to the Carnival Elation. The big honeymoon cruise.
Let's walk down here.
It's a little breezy. Here's a little look at the port.
Carnival Elation.
That's right, the
First
Elation.
cruise.
That's before the Long Beach port was even there. So this was out of the other port there in Los Angeles.
Does that say what I think it says? Tops optional. This is the Carnival Fun Ship. Oh, honey, we're checking this out.
Yes, I did make it up to that deck, as a matter of fact.
Say hi, honey. Our Carnival Elation is just pulling out of port right now. Very exciting. Everyone is checking it out.
Sharon used to be so chill. You just chilled right out there, didn't you?
All crew members appointed to assist and guide guests during a guest boat drill, please reach your position at this time.
I'll get a shot of
Here's the casino. Everyone's walking by. Later
Oh
on,
my
we'll be
God.
back
We
in
had
there.
to walk.
Guys, seriously, back in the day, if you didn't cruise back then, you have to wear your life jacket.
Everyone
to the
going on the
bus.
fire drill. Honey, did you want to take a picture of me with my fire girl?
No, Scott McNeil, this isn't where Matthew was.
There we go.
Look at that guy.
Section B. As you can see in the mirror, Jamie's already ready.
Oh my gosh.
I'm ready to go.
Because, of course,
Sharon, not ready?
he got ready
Jamie,
Tuesday,
ready.
like I told him.
It must have been. I don't remember, but it must have
Oh,
not
God,
been.
look at the bachelor there. Look at him.
And you know what was on TV? The
Of
Bachelor.
course, he's ready
It's a new
for
show back
soon,
there.
and then he
Oh,
puts on
look at
weight
that.
when really he's just too early.
We're getting ready for the captain's
Where's the gray hair?
cocktail party. And then we're going right to the formal dinner. She looks beautiful though. Look at her. That's my wife, Sharon Asmus. Maybe you haven't heard of her before. She's getting some jewelry on now. Notice on the wrist, she does have the old seasickness
I got my other jewelry on her.
Look at that ship, guy. And we're going to be back on that ship. We've got a group cruise coming up in like a year and a half on that ship, as a matter of fact, to relive those amazing memories.
Next April.
It's going to be fabulous. All right, so that was a little look there at our first ever cruise. March, it was the end of March 2002.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. So that was our first cruise together, 2002,
That was the
22
Mexican
years ago,
Riviera.
almost 22
And
years
I remember
ago.
it was still a little chilly back then.
It was a little chilly, but we went up to I got Sharon to go up to the upper deck there, the funnel deck. Now she didn't go topless; it was optional. I was topless, and I got
going up there.
we went up there because I didn't go by myself because I would have been the creepy guy up there by myself. But I went up there and I was like, okay, topless deck, here we go. It's gonna be awesome. Ding ding doom doody doo. I was super excited, and I get up there. There's only one topless person up there, of the opposite persuasion.
Oh my gosh.
Only one. So I didn't even get a good look. What are you gonna do? But yeah, back in the day, they had topless decks on the cruise ship. It was unbelievable. A couple years later, that ended, and that was a done deal. But like Sharon said earlier, after that, we went on a few more cruises, and then and of course, the best thing was that shortly after that, I upgraded my camcorder. I went from the JVC camcorder to like a Sony handy cam type of a deal. So if you liked that, you might like this a little bit.
Oh, you got another one?
Oh, Sharon, I came prepared on a Saturday afternoon, girl.
Oh my gosh.
I came prepared.
Oh, that's
it's very short stuff, so I don't, whatever. It's late in the show, and we got 163 people here. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know. Here's a little bit more. This is a few years later. This is Matthew's first ever cruise.
It was, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Maddie, what do you think?
Stand up. There's too much for him to look at here.
What?
There's just too much for him to look at.
That's right, the Carnival of Valor, Matthew's first cruise.
You just out here on your balcony. Oh, yes. Tell us about your room today,
I don't know what I was doing there. Scared off.
Which room?
Look how excited we were for the sail away out of Miami. It was like no big
You
deal.
booked the suite? It has to get better every time, doesn't it?
I know. Oh, this is.
First time we just had a window view,
Oh, we thought that was so great.
and we thought that was cool. Then we upgraded to a balcony, and we were like, oh, this is great. Then the next time we took another balcony, and now our fourth cruise together, and now you had to get the suite. And apparently the word's out that next time you'll already be planning the penthouse suite.
No, that's what you said.
I never said
Yes, you
anything
did.
like
I
that.
said this is fine. I'm happy with
Oh yeah, I was busting your chops because you went from an ocean view to a balcony to a suite.
Are you babysitting
That's
tonight?
one
That's
thing
great.
we'll
Let's
always
go,
say
everybody.
is when the little ones go, the people working on the ship
Strong
love
back
them.
off. We're in.
These
What's
two
our cabin
ladies
number?
and the one gal there in particular holding Matthew.
service. They held him
Every
every
night.
night.
Smooth little rascal,
Every
you.
night they held him the whole time. It
Maddie.
was unbelievable.
Hello,
gosh.
Sorry, Matthew. Sorry, but don't worry.
getting
There's
a little
nothing
diaper
graphic here.
change here.
It's
Today is
purely
Monday morning.
PG rated, Sharon.
Sharon, say hi.
Don't worry about that.
Hi. Good
But
morning.
that's what it's
Oh,
like
there's
having
your-
a little
oh,
one.
yeah.
On the
Monday
cruise.
morning. We have arrived
I just had to
in
pull some clips out a little bit. That's all.
Bahamas.
MS, I was very calm back then. I was very chill.
Some pictures.
It's better in
A
the
lot more calm
Bahamas,
than
Maddie.
Matthew was.
It's better in the Bahamas. Remember that.
He was loving the cruise back then. Unbelievable. So that was awesome. Just a little bit of clip there. Just some good times that we had. Very, very fun stuff. And I don't know, it was just the memories are fabulous. So if you're new to cruising, if you haven't started yet, please take video, take a lot of pictures. You will go back later and look back. I mean, I still have other stuff from a handful of other cruises.
Boxes of
I
stuff.
have tons of video that we put onto like CDs and things like that. I know that's old school. DVDs actually, not even CDs. And so we have that going on. And it wasn't until much, much later that we started doing any of this vlogging, type of
towards the end
stuff.
of 2016.
Yeah.
So but before that, we always, took video of all of our cruises and just for our own family memories.
Well, I mean, back then I would come home with like 3 hours worth of footage, and a lot of it was just it was just like you're just watching the same thing over and over again. It was
And
brutal.
we would sit back and watch it all as a family too, kind of like relive our cruise, things like that after we got off.
It was fantastic. Yes, the seasickness bling. That's absolutely right. Sharon learned early on that the pressure bands that have pressure on your wrists, they work for her.
Yeah.
They work.
That's
for her.
all I've ever really used. I don't ever take anything.
Big
else.
G and Shuggle said, "Are you shocked at just how good looking I was back then? Is that what's shocking you?" No, Kevin. The TVs weren't interactive. You couldn't gamble on them. I think you're making that up. I think you're making that up. Jamie, you look like a baby. Thank you, Shannon.
The TVs, when we had the suite when Matthew was really young, the TVs did have the connection. So you
you could plug in like
could
your
bring,
your
what did we
3
bring?
cables. We
we brought a little VCR thing.
Well, no, we brought a portable DVD player.
Was it a DVD?
Yes, and we did that, and then also when Matthew was little,
Yeah.
we used to bring a laptop.
Yeah.
And then we'd make DVD, or we'd
Yeah.
have like little Einstein videos,
But
and
we
we'd
did
play
have
that
we,
over and
we
over
did
again.
bring a portable DVD thing with us, and we would plug it into the TV, and he would watch like Baby Einsteins and Little Einsteins and all those shows
Yes.
back then, and they would just go over and over on the TV in our
Yeah.
cabin, and that would keep him busy when we were in the
Crazy
cabin.
Cat Traveler. If you're talking about the baby that Matthew was, or the baby that Sharon was changing on the bed, that was actually Matthew. That wasn't me. She's not that much older than me.
Oh my
How
god!
insulting. Crazy Cat Traveler. Oh my god. That is back when I had more hair. Thank you, Caleb, for pointing that out. Excellent. I remember those decks and wearing your life jacket. Oh yes, the camcorder days.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people remember the topless decks. They were a real thing. They were a hot ticket. I love these videos, said Nancy Fields. Thank you, Nancy. We got plenty more of them, Nancy. A baby already on the way to quadruple platinum. No, you're right. Excuse me. That's diamond. Okay, please. Don't insult him. He's diamond, please. Yes, from cruising as a baby to celebrating his birthday in the casino. That's right,
Yeah.
on the vlogger extravaganza
Yeah.
cruise, mind you, Brandoline. That was it was fabulous. So yes, those were good days back then. They were good times, and I don't know, it's just been such a great ride.
It's funny. The other day he said he's trying to figure out what he wants to do with his when he finishes college or whatever, and he was I forget what we were talking about something, and he was talking about Carnival. I think we were talking about that and talking about stocks because he's really big into stocks and the cruise line stocks these days. and all that.
He's buying his
So-
own stocks now. It's unbelievable.
But anyways, but I said something about, well, he was talking about the CEO and everything of the cruise lines, and the new one was Carnival, and since all the changeover, and I was like, yeah, maybe that'll be something good. He goes, maybe it will, maybe it will.
Yeah, maybe he can take his business degree he's going to get and take it and work for a cruise line. That way we can definitely get the hookup. Then we'll be cruising all the time. Beverly Juka says, on our first cruise, my husband forgot his tuxedo pants and shoes.
no.
He had to rent them.
Oh no! Yeah,
In 1996, you really had to get dressed up for dinner. You were so right.
And they did used to rent them back then. I don't even know if they rent them anymore on the cruises. Maybe some of the fancier ones, but I don't know if they all do.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
it's funny 'cause the other day, 2 days ago or whatever, Tony from La Lita Loca put out a funny video about he had someone busting his chops because he went to the main dining room in a t-shirt, and then he said, well, if you think that's bad, I also had shorts and sneakers on. So then the next day he put on a collared shirt with pants, and he made a great vlog about it. I'm sure a bunch of you guys have seen it already. So that was a lot of fun. But the reality is, back in the day, you would get the weird looks if you went into the main dining room and you weren't taking it up a notch and dressing up a little bit. It was just crazy. Julie Amos said the pressure bands work for me also. I saw it. Leanne Francisconi said the bands work for us too.
Yeah. I just keep them in my little medication sort of bag thing that I bring on cruises, little first aid kit thing and all that, and they're just there in case I need them.
You probably what do you think? Maybe like about 10 times or so you busted them out, just a little. Sometimes you're proactive.
Well, the first time
the weather's bad.
I used them was when we went on the Destiny, our second cruise, I think it was, or no, it wasn't our second cruise. I think it was.
No,
the
you
second
had them
time.
on the first cruise. That
That's
video
right.
was the
That's
first
right.
cruise.
That was. Because we were coming back from Barbados, I remember it was really rocky, and that was the first time I ever experienced seasickness, and it was bad. I remember being so mad because it happened the very last night, and all I wanted to do was get back to the gift shop that night because I had seen some watch or something in there that I wanted to buy, and I was gonna go buy that thing.
Didn't I get dinner and have to bring you dinner back to the room? Or something
I
like
was
that?
so sick I could not even make it. I could not even make it down to the gift shop or down to the stores, and I have to be sick for that. But anyways, so that's how it started. And then I think one other time I was pretty seasick, and then just maybe queasy a little time. So now if I start to feel that little, like where you start to feel a little off balance, sometimes I just put them on, and that takes care of it. Oh, and Alaska, our first Alaska cruise.
Alaska was like,
Heading out from Seattle the first day. After that,
There
it
was
was
a lot of
fine,
that.
but it was just the first day.
And on the Legend, when we went to Alaska on the Legend too,
that first
kicked your
time.
butt.
That's what I mean, the first time.
Yes. The bands work for land sickness as well, said Shayna. Thank you, Linda Lamb. Linda is calling for more thumbs up, more likes, so that's very cool. I was able to on the Destiny. I lost a few shekels in the room. So, Kevin, you're saying you really could gamble on the TVs? Man, that's wild. I don't remember that, but maybe that's the case. Maybe I just wasn't a heavy enough gambler because that sounds crazy.
Our first cruise, I remember you wanted to. Was that when you wanted to learn to play? Was that craps? And we took a. They offered. Like,
Yeah, during the day
class.
they had like a craps lesson. I don't know if it was the first or the first couple of cruises.
And so I remember you went to that. No, that was because it was our first cruise. I remember going in there with you. And so we weren't really big into the casino. That was your first cruise. So we probably didn't realize that they even did that on the TVs.
Yeah, I don't think we paid much attention. Our TV was busy. It was filled with little Einstein videos and stuff
Oh,
like
no,
that.
I'm talking about the first one. Yeah.
I know.
That's true, though.
Philip Alamon says, taking our first cruise in December, watching your channel and others to learn as much as we can before the cruise.
Good.
Phil, thank you very much, man. We appreciate it. Feel free to jump on our channel, search a topic, and see if something comes up, because Sharon's been, I know that recently, I know you guys are seeing a lot of me, because Sharon is so busy, and she loves it, so keep it coming. She's so busy with the travel side of things here that I'm putting out a lot of the videos right now. It's just working out that way, and hopefully my face isn't driving a lot of people away from the channel on a regular basis. But if you look back and you search back, Sharon was, she was it. Everything was, it was 80% Sharon, 90% Sharon back then, besides the vlogs. So search for a topic, go back and see. The video might be a little wonky looking because some of the old ones are.
I mean, the information is
little
still
rough around
pretty
the
relevant. It's just the video's
a
quality.
little back in the day, pre-pandemic.
But you're putting out a lot of good information now and a lot of different things.
Listen, I feel bad whenever a video pops up and someone makes a comment on a video from like 5 years ago. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they watched that. That was horrible. You think about, like, should we just go back and delete a bunch of those because they're just so bad? I mean, a lot of it was just brutal. But back then there was only like 5-6 channels that were putting out cruising stuff.
Yeah, but like I said, I mean, the information is still good information. It's just watching the video, the quality isn't good. So
yes, you're right about that. The pressure bands work for Julie Amos. I use them at the amusement parks too, for motion sickness. And Non-Hunters Nancy said, I like that feeling. It reminds me when I'm on a cruise. So Nancy's saying she likes to get like motion sickness because then it makes her think she's cruising.
oh my god,
that's crazy, Nancy. I love it. Philip says he's got 239 days to wait. I can't help but count down. It's okay. 239 will turn into 29
it'll,
very quickly.
Yeah, it will.
Very, very quickly. All right, let's see what else we got here. Kelly Madison's here. What's up, girl? First carnival was Fascination in 2010. 10 on carnival so far, so 16 total. That is awesome. Keep up the good work. We will do everything in our power to help all of you get to higher numbers on your cruise counts. On whatever cruise line you want. Whatever cruise line you want.
Julie loves your videos.
And your face, Jamie. All right, now I know you. Have you been drinking today, Julie? Jose said we can't get enough of Jamie. I know he's been drinking. That's not even a question. That's not even a question. Let's see. Shayna says, I'm feeling my one drink, but it does have Gosling's 150. See, there you go. Boom. Whoa. Oh, my God. Hold on. JR, you're out of control, buddy. Love the old stuff videos. What a great looking couple and baby Matthew. Thank you both for all you do to help us fellow cruisers. I enjoy the live episodes. And Jamie, great job on your recent individual informative vlogs. Many blessings. Oh, my God.
Thank you so much, JR.
JR, you are good Lord. Holy cow, brother. Thank you, buddy. You're amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Yes, one of many awesome people that we have run into during our cruises. So that's very special. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Wow, that one surprised me. We don't mind an old crooner on Sharonatsea. Yes, James, that's you. Said Big Gene Snuggles. Hey, listen, Sharon's barely aged a bit since the first video. You saw it. You watched it. She looks like the same dang person. If I looked the same, that would defy all odds of like humanity. 1 in a million people look the same over a 24-year period. She's the one. I'm definitely not the one. I don't know what else I could tell you. Beverly says, question, are drinks included on the girl cruise on the Freedom in October, or is it extra?
They are not included unless you happen to have a casino promotion that includes them. There are a few people that have been lucky enough to have a casino promotion where they have drinks included. Usually it's just drinks in the casino, but unfortunately, no, they are not included. But they do have the Cheers package that you can purchase if you want a drink package or buy them like a la carte by an individual.
There you go. Jose Lara said, wait, Sharon aged? When? Oh, you're what a schmoozer. You're schmoozing now, aren't you, Jose? You're schmoozing. I know how you work. Sharon, how long do you have to wait for upgrades to be offered to you before your cruise leaves?
It depends. It kind of depends on the cruise line, but for the most part, it can be up to very close to the cruise. It kind of just depends on how the ship has been selling. Like if a ship is pretty full, almost sold out, most likely you're not going to receive an upgrade, like offer at the very end. But it really just depends. Some people will get them like a while after they book. They'll go ahead and they'll just send, like Norwegian and Royal both send them out sometimes quickly, and you put in for them, but you really don't hear back until closer to the cruise.
Well, hold on, but it's definitely talking about like when you bid on an upgrade, and then they come back and say, "Hey, you got your bid." Well, all right. So just to make it clear,
no,
I'm not
she said
sure.
to be offered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, it would happen where someone would, they call it the upgrade ferry. You might get a phone call because
That was Carnival.
yeah, let's say you're in an interior, but you paid an amount for an interior, and nowadays the interior is going for a much higher amount. And if they have a large, a group of people, if they have people that want to book interiors, they can make more money. So they're like, hey, you and your interior, how about I move you to a balcony or an ocean view or something, because I can sell your interior for higher. So they would do these upgrades on the cruise lines, and it happened not often, but infrequently at least.
That was Carnival that would call, but yeah, you will. They will send one out if it's one to upgrade. On Carnival, you'll sometimes see it in the app. It'll pop up for people too, saying that click here to see your upgrade. So, but it can be any time from really the time you booked up until, maybe even a week before your cruise. Not likely, but I would say you would probably, if you're going to get an upgrade offer, you would probably get it, maybe 3 months out or so. Like a lot of times it's after the final payment date because they can't really put all the guaranteed cabins that they have booked in, place them in actual rooms until after the final payment. They see who all's going, what rooms they have left and things like that. And then after they kind of settle that, then they know what's left, and then they know who they can give the upgrade. That's
right. That is right. Philip says in Cozumel we booked the Atlantic submarine tour. There's 6 of us in the group. The question I see is just a mile walk from the terminal. I think it is the submarine tour is right next to what's that little
it's like to the left.
It's what's that little the name of that joint? Del Mar, something Del Mar, that little resort. Do you remember the name? Yeah, the little one Del Mar Latino. That's right, the Del Mar Latino. I remember that place.
Latino Del Mar.
I remember that we were the first ones ever to go to that, and now it's one of the hottest places in the cruising world.
Del Mar Latino or Latino? I can't even.
The Del Mar Latino. Yes, the submarine place is close. Listen, you could walk it, but the reality is, for $10, you could probably get a taxi there, right from the taxi spot at the port, depending on what cruise line you come in. I forgot what he said. If it's on Carnival or what, but listen, make your life easier. Take a taxi; they'll drop you right off there, and that way you're not hot, sweaty, and tired when you get there and get into the submarine. That's my tip of the day. No charge. Thank you very much. Question: how do you feel Carnival will be revamping the VIFP program? We're so close to Diamond and concerned they may extend the days to reach it, making it longer.
Oh, you're close to Diamond.
Macrina asked that question.
I don't know exactly how they're going to revamp it. I don't know if I feel like they need to add some levels. Kind of, there's a lot of gold. Like gold is the longest, I guess, thing before you reach platinum.
Yeah. Well, it's like the first cruise, you're what, red, then the next cruise, you're blue, whatever, and then all of a sudden it's gold for days.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they might just or add something like after Diamond, and then move some of the perks up to the higher levels or something like that. I'm not sure what they're going to do really. There's a lot of talk and speculating on that, and but all I know is that when you go to the VIFP parties anymore for the Platinum and Diamond, there's always so many people at those, and they don't, it's not what it used to be where you can go in there and you get to have your drinks and stuff. Some of the older ships and things, they still go in and you can get drinks or even order what you want. But like the newer ships, a lot of times they just have either beer or wine out there, or now I've heard too on some of them, someone told me on their cruise they gave them like a coupon for a drink or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different on the newer ships, some of them, but yeah, it's not the fun what it used to be. Like sometimes we don't even go anymore because it's just not like as exciting.
Oh, it's chaos
exciting
getting
as it used to
in,
be.
and then it's extremely
Yeah.
difficult to get a drink, and then
And some of them,
and to be honest, it's really it's
Yeah.
exactly the same
yeah.
every time.
And
I
they
mean,
used to have games you would play, and some of the ships have started playing some of the games again, but some haven't, and it's just so like all the stuff they used to do is kind of taken
Yes.
away, I feel like.
yeah. So I don't know. I'd like
But
to see. I'd like
I
to
don't
see
know.
them extend some additional, like from platinum to diamond to maybe some other. They need to throw in like a cubic zirconia in there, for maybe you're in the gold
Yeah.
area or
I know.
something.
Some cruise lines have a lot more levels, like they'll have an emerald and a ruby and a this and that, like there's just more levels on some other cruise lines.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, listen, we've been with Carnival for a long time, so we're diamond level, the three of us and Matthew as well. But and we'll see a few diamonds out there, but the platinums, there's just tons of them. There are tons of platinum, ton of them. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I would like to see them mix it up a little bit just for a change, and and if they don't mix that up, at least mix up the platinum and diamond gift that you get in your cabin.
Or give options. Our thing is, I wish they would give you 2 or 3 options to choose from, because if you go on cruises close together, like for almost the whole year or so, you're getting the same gift, and then for us, there's 3 of us here getting it, so we have so many of sometimes the same gifts that it's kind of crazy.
It is.
like the little backpacks they gave. Like if I would have
Well, Sharon,
taken
your
them all,
favorite gift is right here.
we would probably have 20 backpacks, and I'm like, we don't need all those. Oh, my favorite
Sharon's favorite
favorite
gift
gift-
she got, a loyalty gift, is right here.
it's a Carnival blanket,
Sir
and
Blanky.
they gave those out for a very short time, and then they got rid of them, and this is probably the only gift that I actually use and I like.
Yes, right. Yeah, it's a nice little fleece blanket, and that was
Yeah.
amazing. And then the next thing they're doing are like little koozies. Like, I don't need a koozie, buddy. I'm on a cruise. I'm there to drink. I'm not koozieing. I just need another drink. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but anyways,
So there you go. And the other cruise lines do things. We have a buddy that's ambassador level on Norwegian, and he posts like he'll get things in the mail, just like gifts in the mail, just random gifts.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So
So-
all the cruise lines do some
Yeah.
different stuff.
yeah, they all have different.
Let's see. What else do we have? See, Nancy's on a back-to-back next week.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Nancy, you're out of control. Timothy Williams is here. What is up, Timothy Williams? Nice to see you. It's all about profitability, cost cutting. Shareholders need to see their dividends. You're right about that. They are still making up all the losses they incurred from 2020, especially with all these new ships coming in. It's amazing that these cruise lines were shut down without an ounce of revenue coming in for a year and a half, and they're still putting out these billion-dollar ships and stuff.
And when they first started cruising again, I mean, the cruises were pretty inexpensive. I mean, some people were getting almost free things, without casino offers. They were offering all kinds of things. And then they kept going up and up a little. And then all of a sudden, I would say probably about 6 months ago, it just hit. And like the cruises have skyrocketed. They're
It's
not
out of
what they
control.
used to. They're not what they used to be. Like people are saying, well, is there a deal or is there this? There just really rarely is anymore.
Yes.
And even Carnival, which is usually the lowest price, a lot of times they're even pricier now.
They're tightwads now.
But
Crazy Cat Traveler said 2021 I got upgraded because they needed space for the COVID quarantine folks.
there you go.
Moved to the aft Ocean View, deck 14. Great view. Interesting being that high and far back leaving Seattle. Can we say C-bands? Oh, yeah. You must have been doing a whole lot of that. A whole lot of that. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. There's a comment I
Michelle
saw.
V said, does Carnival give free drinks to Diamond? It went away, but it was some
I
Diamond
saw-
members like Royal. No, they do not, unfortunately. But they do give you, they give it.
You get a coupon you can use in the dining room during brunch.
For one free drink for your cruise. But the gold members and platinum members get that as well.
Yes. Now they do like we mentioned earlier. They do have a party.
The
Go
gold
on.
members have to use their coupon at a different time than the platinum and diamond members. But
Yes.
but it's basically a free drink for your cruise.
So so we mentioned that on the last day, usually the last day, they have the diamond platinum party. Now when they do have the open bar for it, nowadays what they've done is they'll put out like a trough of beer on ice, that people can have. And before we used to do the drink package, I'm not lying when I can tell you that I used to walk out of there with 2 beers, a beer in each pocket of my pants and a beer in hand and maybe another one unopened or something like that, because people are grabbing a few drinks. So there's a few free drinks there. You got your coupon, but no, they don't have like the 4 or 6 drinks every day or whatever that you can get for Diamond Plus. And that is too dang bad. See, we'd like to see Carnival step it up a little bit and offer a couple cocktails. It would make all the difference.
Shannon, Helene says, I love my fleece blanket as well. Yeah.
Yeah, see, it is fantastic.
That was probably, it's probably the best diamond platinum.
And I don't know where mine is. Did you sell it on eBay or?
No, there's 2 right here.
Oh, so you just commandeered mine and I'm left out and with nothing.
I did.
That's love, guys. That's love. Will you sacrifice the things that are most important to you? January Platinum Party on Panorama. I won a plaque by name of the Carnival ship by looking at pictures. I wonder if they just drew a name. I got to kiss the captain. Whoa, easy, Marina. That's wild. Yeah. No, they don't. Well, I don't know what they do, but maybe we've won a few times for like how many candies are in the bottle and what name the epitaph.
Yeah, I always wonder with all the people in there. They count those pretty quickly, so I always wonder how accurate they are with those. But
I don't know. You've had your name called a few times.
I've won a couple times. So.
You and Matthew have been up there. I don't think I've ever gone up there. I think once I got up there.
I won the epitaph. I think. I guess. That, and then Matthew won something else.
Kathy Dunn said we got an upgrade call in February from Carnival. Boom, there you go. So Kathy Dunn's got it hooked up. Big Gene Shuckle says, does Matthew use his cabin stock credit?
He does, yeah.
He does, and as a matter of fact, I think on the Firenze, he's using each cabin. We have Carnival stock credit. It's not $100 because it's a 5-day cruise. It's only $50. But we have 2 cabins for this cruise. Shocking. On Icon, we had 2 cabins. Now we have 2 cabins. Yeah. And so we've got a stock credit for one and a stock credit for the other. So
we had to put it up there, break it up. So I'm in one cabin. So I'm using our stock perk, and then Matthew's in the other cabin with Jamie. But they're using Matthew's stock.
And
but Matthew he's got Norwegian.
He's got Norwegian too, so he's hooking us up. He's hooking us up when we go to Europe with Iceland.
Because we don't have any Norwegian stock, but Matthew's been buying stock like crazy lately. So we're like, whoa, you need to stop.
That's right. Holy cow, Nina Crennan is in the house, guys. What is up, Nina? How are you? Lovely to see you. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I hope you are doing well. Hold on, let me see where I saw her.
We'll see Nina soon too on the Firenze.
Perfect. She said, I always get the drink package and water delivered to the room. Water prices have tripled in price.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Just going to get the water from the bar now, she said.
I just purchased some water for our Firenze cruise a couple days ago. And $14.95. I mean, it used to be like $4.99 or something, and then went to $9 and something. And
that's right.
That's crazy. I mean, it's right up. But you know what? It was always so cheap compared to the other cruise lines, and now it's right up there with them. So it's still actually a little less, I think, than the other cruise lines, but it's.
Castaway said, when are you going on the Jubilee out of Galveston, Sharon?
Well.
Wow. Hold on. Are you guys sitting down for this?
No. I'm not going to say hopefully soon, because probably not. Unless we're able to somehow fit it in this fall, I'm not sure when we're going. We would love to go on the Jubilee out of Galveston. We've been wanting to cruise out of Galveston again. It's been a while, and we love cruising out of Galveston. But we just don't know. Our schedule's a little full right now, so we'll see.
Sharon, why don't you be honest?
It may be one of those last-minute cruises.
Why don't you be honest? You have no interest in going on the Jubilee. Tell the truth,
No,
Sharon.
I would love to go on the Jubilee.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Really?
I would love to go on the Jubilee. Yeah.
Are you excited about the cruise director?
Oh, I'm not a real fan of the cruise director, but that I don't go on a cruise really for the cruise director. I know a lot of people do with Carnival, but I don't.
I know. I talked about that in my last video. The cruise directors. I showed a picture of a lot of our favorite cruise directors are leaving Carnival.
I know they are.
One of them just showed up on MSC. Mm-hmm. Reverend Dr. E is on MSC now.
And
I bet you.
Cookie's
Well,
on Virgin, I think. Virgin.
are you sure? But no. But hold on. Cookie was hosting some rock group cruises. I don't think Cookie's on there.
I thought he
Are
was
you
on
sure?
Virgin now.
I don't know
that
about
was
that.
where the cruise was. Unless that was the cruise.
I don't know. I'm not sure if you're right about that, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him show up on another cruise line. I bet when these guys leave Carnival, they have to wait a certain amount of time before they join another cruise line. That they may have some contracts in place, but it's weird. Matt Mitchum left, right?
He's doing a whole nother thing.
Mike Pack's still there, but is he? I guess he's just in charge of the deal. What about his Mike's Pack? Mike Pack's wife? Mike's Pack. What?
She's at home taking care of her.
I know, but she was a fun cruise director.
I think
Savannah is one of our favorites.
I think she's a teacher too. Mike Pack's wife.
Yes. Yeah. Shanda says that the Carnival water price is insane. It used to be such a deal.
Yeah. It still, I guess, saves buying them on the ship.
Steaming Bean here in the house. What's up, Steaming Bean? Throwing a little Charger talk in. Chargers are in the top 30. Whoa. They're way above the top 30. I knew someone would be doing a little bumping and stuff. Let's see. Forget smuggling alcohol. We're smuggling water from now on.
Oh my God.
Kevin, you're right about that. You are right about that. So, Sharon, what'd you think about this whole Saturday thing? Having the show on a Saturday afternoon. I know there's less people.
Different. Yeah.
Still 155 people here hanging out with us, which is awesome. We love that. Thank you guys so much for joining us on a very weird Saturday afternoon live stream. And will we do it again? When's our next live? Coming up a little closer to the Firenze?
No, we're going to be live. Now, we won't be live this Monday, of course, 2 days later, but we will be live next Monday, the 22nd. Will be our next live, and we'll just keep you posted from there, because the following week is the week we will be leaving for the Firenze. So we may
remember
be
it's you're cruising Italian. You got to say Firenze.
So
go like this when
we
you
probably
say.
won't be live
Let me see you
that week.
Firenze.
Okay, Firenze.
Put your hand up there.
Firenze.
There you go. Now you got it.
I was trying to read a comment here.
Now you got it. Oh, Mary Barkley said back in the day on Carnival, if you had a group of folks and paid $25 each, you could have a party where you choose 2 drinks and have unlimited drinks for an hour and a half.
Oh.
No, you're right about it. We did that once a while ago, Mary. We did that. But now everyone that we cruise with gets a drink package. So we're like, well, why pay the extra when you don't need to?
I know. We did that. I think, was that our very first group cruise when we had our get-together? We did a thing where we paid so much per person.
Yes.
And we had the room and all that. But that was the thing though. Even back then, a couple of people had the drink package. So it's like, it's I don't know. If everyone has a drink, if everyone doesn't have the drink package, it's worth it. But if some do, then.
Karina said, agree. Who's this Georgia cruise director? It's Savannah, not Savannah, Georgia. It is Savannah. She was a great cruise director. Sunday show is wicked, said Big Gene Snuggles. Okay, we'll try to mix in some Sunday shows too. We'll mix it up a little bit. We just want to do something different.
Oh, does he mean today? It's Sunday? Because it might be. Oh no, it's not Sunday.
Oh my God, Big Gene Snuggles. It might be Sunday there. Hold on, what day is it, Big Gene Snuggles? Is it Sunday there, or is it still Saturday? I don't know.
Oh, it's late, or it's late.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's a full 12 hours later. There is it. It's probably like 3 a.m. Those guys are partying all night long.
Yeah, I think it is.
I wouldn't doubt if they're partying all night long. All right, well, listen, it's been a great time. An hour and a half we knocked out today. Great job, Sharon. You crushed it today. You crushed it. All right, so friendly reminder, guys, before we get out of here, if you need to book a cruise, don't hesitate to call Sharon. Don't say, I don't want to bother Sharon. You just shoot that email out there, and you're going to hear back from her. sharonatsea@gmail.com. Hang on, let me put it right here for you. sharonatsea@gmail.com. It's that simple. Shoot her the email. Let her know, hi, my name is, here's what I'm looking at, here's what I want to do.
They don't have to be all capitals.
Yes. And next thing you know, you're gonna get a phone call, and you're gonna be like this, and you're gonna be like, hello? And then you're gonna hear, hello, this is Sharon from Sharon's Travel, returning your call, returning your email. And you'll be like, oh my God, Sharon, I can't believe it's you. It's really you calling me back. It's not a replica. It's not someone else. It's you calling. It's unbelievable. So contact Sharon for a cruise anytime that you want. And who knows, maybe if you book enough cruises, you'll get put onto the VIP hotline.
Oh my God. There is no VIP hotline.
There's a VIP hotline. A few people know it, and they can call it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
24 hours a day?
Yep. There's a few people that are on the hotline level.
Yeah, that
I'm
might
just
be
going
that
to leave
might
it
be
at
your
that.
hotline.
I'm just going to leave it at that. And it does. I know. I think we talked a lot about Carnival today, but whatever. Carnival, Royal, NCL, MSC, Virgin, Viking, AIDA, Costa, Cunard,
Disney.
Celebrity, Princess, Disney, Regent Seven Seas, Silver Sea. What else? I think there's a floating casino that leaves out of Mississippi.
Oh my
Whatever it is, she can book it. So don't be afraid to call her and make it happen, because we appreciate it, and that's what keeps us coming back to hang out with you guys. Am I right or am I right?
Yes, you're right.
I am right. I am right. Hold on, look at that ship behind us. Ship right here. What is that?
That's a
Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Norwegian something, I don't know. Getaway maybe. All right, so it's been a great day. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We appreciate it. And is that it? Are we wrapping it up?
That's it.
Did we miss anything?
Um,
Did we show all of our footage? Old
know.
shirts, old videos. We got it. We did it all. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
we'll see ya.
Sharon, take us out.
Not this Monday, but next Monday, and watch for videos. We're still putting them out 3 times a week, and
Yeah.
most of them will be Jamie. Some will be both of us. Some might be just me.
Keep an eye out. There'll be one tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Don't know what it's going to be about yet, but it's going to be about something. We're trying to just come up with something just original to talk about. It's not necessarily news. We know you got a lot of great sources for that. And we don't want it to be the same old, although some stuff just repeats by itself. We're just trying to give anything that we think about, that we think you might think about, we're trying to talk about. Sounds like a new slogan we got. If I can remember what I just said. All right, you guys have been amazing. Thanks so much for joining us. From everyone here at Sharonatsea Travel, from me, from Sharon, from Matthew, from Callie, from Lucy, and of course Team SAS, the amazing nautical nurse Nancy. By the way, Nancy's been crushing it with videos lately. I'm
Yeah.
loving that. So make sure you're watching her videos. And of
I
course,
heard she
Leanne
might be-
Francis Coney.
Well, I shouldn't say this because maybe she has different plans, but I think she's going to be her mention the girls' cruise, the last girls' cruise. Maybe those videos will be coming out soon.
Oh yeah. She is coming up on that content.
Yeah.
Listen, Nancy's
So
giving
to
you
remind people what fun we had on the girls'
she's
cruise.
giving you the content that you need a little bit after it happens. But sometimes it's just nice to be able to look back at the great memories that you made and revisit that stuff.
Yeah.
And
that way,
it's
all
awesome to watch.
the new girls that are booking cruise this time, they can see how much fun we had last.
That's great. So Nancy is a marketing genius, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Yeah, nice job, Nancy. Nice job. You are fantastic. You are fantastic. See, she's saying yes. You guys are great. Paula, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Everybody out there, thanks for your comments. Thanks for joining us on a weird Saturday. Thank you for the super chats, guys. You guys are fabulous.
Thank you, everyone.
And until next time, from all of us here, to all of you,
We'll see you soon. April 22nd.
we'll see. Karen, every time we're
I
on the
wanna
live,
say-
I throw to you, and
I
you,
know.
and you act like
I
it's the first time
I
ever.
want to say goodnight, everyone, but you know what? It's not night. Well, it is almost evening.
Good night for
on
some
the
people.
East Coast,
Ladies and
so-
snuggles. It's nighttime. Somebody
so-
from London earlier today. I'm
So
sure it's
goodbye,
night over there.
everyone.
All right, you guys
Good
are great.
afternoon.
Yeah, here's your favorite song. Check it out. We'll see you next time.